I laugh all the time to disguise on the inside my lonely existence. I swear you could hear the pain in my voice if only you listen. I thought I was free, but lately I just feel like my home is a prison. And no matter how much I reach, I can see my happiness roam in the distance. I feel like I'm not good enough to have what everyone else does. Still trying to figure out what it means to actually have self-love. I've been used and abused so long, it almost feels like I deserve it. No matter what I tell myself otherwise, I might just be worthless. That's a snippet of a poem I did a little while back. I basically recently did a video on my current experience about loneliness, how I feel loneliness, and I wanted to expand on that because I mentioned that I was working on myself, but I didn't mention that I'm trying to find my own version of self-love. I feel like it's okay to be lonely, but when you reach a certain point of loneliness where it's really affecting you in a negative way, that's most likely due to a lack of self-love. You know, you have to be okay with yourself, you know, or you wouldn't be feeling so lonely, right? So I realized this for a while about myself, and I've been working on it, but it's just hard figuring out how to, which gave me the idea of formulating a formula, a plan, a guide, tips, tricks, things, whatever you want to call them, to help other people maybe learn how to love themselves. And I'll be following this to try to learn how to love myself as well. I don't hate myself, but I don't love myself, you know? Some people hate themselves to the point where they want to inflict pain on others, or they need to constantly seek external validation around them, or they want to commit, you know, the S word. Some people are just pathologically hate themselves to the point where all that is a possibility. I'm nowhere near that. But I also don't love myself. You know, I don't hate myself, but I don't love myself. So it's like I'm somewhere in the middle. You know, sometimes I dislike myself, sometimes I like myself. And it's not really stable. It kind of just, depending on whatever's happening in my life, it goes up and down, and that's okay. But it seems to be more on this side, on the dislike side, than on the like side lots of the times. So, with that being said, this is my formula for self-love. By the way, I have more interviews coming. I have like 3 or 4 planned out. I don't want to say what they are. You know, they're all going to be pretty dope, but I don't want to say what they are and then, you know, can't follow through for whatever reason. So, but just stay tuned for that. I'm excited for it. So, and also if you have anything to add to this, feel free to drop a comment or, you know, hit me up on Instagram. My Instagram's tagged in every video, and give me some tips and tricks. I would gladly take them. So, you know, feel free to do that. And like I said, these, or like I'm just gonna say, these aren't really steps. So it's just different things you can apply. You can rewatch the video. You can make them into steps if you want. But I feel like a big thing is having a healthy sense of appreciation. So I've also worked the past 16 hours. So yeah, I got in at 6:30, left at 12, got home at 12:30. I'm exhausted. So cut me some slack, but I needed to drop this for y'all. Healthy sense of appreciation. I feel like people that hate themselves, they lack appreciation for things. I'm not sure what the correlation is between the two. I could tell you that I appreciate things, whether it's waking up in the morning, and sometimes I forget these things, but I wake up in the morning and, you know, I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. I have friends that aren't. You know, I appreciate that I'm walking. Some people, my friend she just got hit by a car the other day, you know, and she's in physical therapy, but she could have been paralyzed. A friend of mine, Jacob, I did the interview with him, you know. And he has plenty of things, I'm sure, that he, that he goes through to appreciate, and he mentioned it in the interview, so go check that out. But whether it's the small things, the big things, learn to appreciate them simultaneously. Whether it's your friend lending you an ear or giving you a ride, or the big things like breathing or getting a new promotion. Learn to appreciate those things. I feel like once you find a certain amount of appreciation in life, you have inner peace. And with that inner peace, I feel like comes self-love. But I couldn't verbalize exactly the correlation between them all. But I feel like I feel like having appreciation is like an inner core of self-love. Is a part of it. Peace. Also, making this list, I asked people, my friends, my coworkers, do you experience self-love, and how do you experience it? Like, what is it like? What do you do to keep it up? And so I'll be shouting some of these people out while, I don't want to make it think like, oh, I just did all this on my own. I mean, I'm formulating it into a video for people to watch, and, I'm also dropping my own knowledge on it, but people help me out with this, so I appreciate all you. My friend Becca and my friend Emily. My friend Becca said, be honest with yourself, and my friend Emily said, being patient. You have to be patient. Nothing happens overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day, thousands of years. So, but hopefully it won't take us that long. But we don't got that long. But learn to appreciate yourself. I mean, learn to be honest with yourself. Once you're honest with yourself, once you're patient with yourself, don't set time limits on your goals. Don't do that. Just be patient with yourself. Things will come in time. You just have to work towards it. And you have to be honest with yourself and your situation. If you're not honest with your situation, there's no way you're going to be able to get past it. Be honest about what's happening in your life right now that's affecting you negatively. And then you can start to work on it. But be patient while you do that. Changing habits. I believe changing daily habits is very, very important. There's obviously things that you're doing to mistreat yourself throughout the day that are affecting you negatively, whether it's alcohol, drug addiction, being in a toxic relationship, whatever it is, and it could be just anything else. Change those habits that's making you harm yourself in any certain way. Don't mistreat yourself. And by doing that, you have to change your daily habits that are negatively affecting you. It also goes hand in hand with self-discipline. Once you have enough self-discipline, it's like you're more in control of your life. The more control you have over your life and your daily habits, even your weekly habits, your monthly habits, whatever it is, once you have more self-discipline, I feel like that's a huge core in having self-love. And my friend Erica is the one that told me about the self-discipline. And I believe it's a very strong part in it. Kind of coincides with changing habits, but self-discipline for sure. Setting expectations for yourself. Be realistic with those expectations. Like I said, give yourself time. Don't put a time limit on yourself. Some of us take longer to do things than others, and that's perfectly fine. And I don't mean this in a depressing way, but you can also set none at all. I don't expect much from people, honestly. Just in general, the less I expect, the less I'm let down. The less I'm let down, the better I feel about myself. The better I feel about myself, the more I'm more likely to have self-love, or at least like myself more. But set realistic expectations. That kind of goes along with being honest with yourself about your situation too. My friend Selena said avoiding problematic people, and my friend Jenny said putting yourself first. I feel like these go hand in hand. In order to put yourself first, you have to avoid problematic people. And if you're avoiding problematic people, you're putting yourself first. So they just kind of go hand in hand. There's people, you know, I can say personally, I'm pretty good on this. I don't, right now in my life, there's nobody negatively affecting me in a toxic way. Friends, family, relationships, whatever it is, I don't have it. And that's good. But for people who do have that problem, put yourself first. You deserve it. Don't let other people bring you down. That's just going to lead, especially if someone's telling you negative things about yourself. That's not going to make, it's not going to help you love yourself. So that kind of brings me to my next thing, is fighting negative, intrusive thoughts. This is a big one because we all have negative, intrusive thoughts. Some have more than others. Me, I have a decent amount. You know, whether it's me thinking, oh, these people are doing this because of this reason, you know, to be bad against you. When, you know, some people who have anxiety, they suffer from this a lot, or depression, they suffer from this a lot. But it's really important to fight these negative thoughts, whatever they are. Oh, you're not good enough, you know, or you're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough, you know, whatever it is. You have to fight those thoughts. They pop up randomly. Some people, they experience it as like a different voice. Some people, it's their own voice. Just, you have to learn to fight them. Learn to be like, you know, no, this is me. This is just me telling myself I don't deserve self-love. The second you start having negative, intrusive thoughts consistently, it's just you constantly reminding yourself you don't deserve better. And that's not good. Almost everyone I asked said this, but making time for things you enjoy. You know, I think that's big. Like me personally right now, I don't do that. I mean, I enjoy doing YouTube and I make time for it. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy making content that helps people. But, like, I really need a haircut. Like, obviously, I have long hair. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it goes all the way over here. Like, like, but the sides, I need to get the sides cut. Now, this might sound dumb to y'all, but I've been putting this off for months. It's just little things like that. You know, make time for things that you enjoy. Don't, whether it's on a daily basis, a weekly basis, just make some time for yourself. Doing whatever it is, whether it's sitting on the couch and watching a show you want to see, or going out somewhere with your lover or a friend, or going out and treating yourself. You know, just do something that you enjoy doing. That's really important. You have to make time to do something that you personally enjoy. My friend Jenny also said, not caring what other people think. That's a big one, because if you care what other people think, that's obviously an insecurity or multiple insecurities adding up together, which is obviously you not loving yourself. I feel like you need to cut out those insecurities, which I know is hard. I know it's hard, but cut out those insecurities and then you'll be able to gain some type of core confidence. I don't think I'm confident in certain things I do, but it doesn't mean I love or like myself all the time. So I can't say those coincide, but you know, you have a decent amount of confidence, you obviously love yourself a little bit. So keep that up. Don't care what other people think. Like me, I put my stuff on blast. For, you know, most of the people that watch my videos right now are people I personally know. They click the link in my Instagram bio. I don't have 1 million followers. I got like 1,200, but you know, it's a decent amount, and people click it, and they watch. They're people I personally know watching me talk about things that they probably don't even know about. But I don't, you know, whether it's a stranger or someone I personally know, I know that people can relate to my experience with certain things. So I decided to do this as well instead of just the interviews. I want to help people out there by outlaying my own experiences, and they can relate to them, and then hopefully I can come up with ways to help people too. I think that's all. To be honest, yeah, that's really it. Like I said, you know, once you have a certain amount of confidence, you obviously love yourself. to a certain extent, but doesn't mean you need to have one to have the other. So, all right. Like I said, you guys can mash it up, do whatever you do. If you have your own thoughts, add them. I would love to hear them. Like I said, we all battle demons. I fight my own demons. That's the reason why I'm even doing this. And I just want to help people. And I hope I can do that by making videos. Whether it's just one person or a lot of people. Obviously, a lot of people would be dope. But I'm not doing this for the fame. I'm not doing this for money. It's just I genuinely want to help people. If I can help someone that's 18 not go through things that I've gone through now at 32, then I would love for that to happen. But, yeah, that's basically it. All right, thank you, everybody. I appreciate everyone watching. Like I said, I have more interviews planned, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, man, just learn to love yourself. Like, you deserve it. Like, learn to love yourself a little bit, just a little bit. You know what I mean? You know, maybe more than a little bit. We want more than a little bit, but learn to love yourself. You deserve it. All right, thanks, everybody. I appreciate y'all watching. Stay safe.